Part 2, they say show that 3333 is a term in a sequence. So how do we show? So since you have the general expression in terms of n, why not we just use it? So I know that every single term in a sequence will obey this general expression here, 7n minus 3. So I can 7n minus 3 equals to 333. And how do I show that 333 is a term in the sequence? So when I can find a n, which is a whole number, and this n represents a position in this number sequence, as long as I can find a whole number that can match 333, this means that 333 is inside the sequence. So you need to find what is n. So you can use it using the solving the equation way. So 7n will be plus 3 on both sides, 336. And n, when you take 336 divide by 7, it gives you 48. So what does 48 means? So this 48 over here, right, means the position of the term in the number sequence. And we know that for position, it will always be whole number. You cannot have 2.5 positions. You can only have a second position or third position. So there's no such thing called 2.5 position. So when n gives you a whole number, it tells you that this particular number is present in this number sequence. That means it is inside this number sequence. It is part of this number sequence. Okay, so how do you explain this type of questions? So you just need to state that since n equals to 48 is a whole number, 333 is a term in the sequence. Okay, so let me conclude for such questions. So if you found that this n, after you solve this equation, is a whole number, that means that this particular number is a term present in this sequence. For example, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, 99 position, 100 position, so on and so forth. That means this n represents a position in this number sequence. But if this n, right, when you calculate out, it's not a whole number. It can be a decimal, it can be a fractions. It means that this particular number that you are equating it to, so for this case, we're equating it to 333. So if let's say the number that you equate to is not 333, for example, it's 332. Okay, let me work out some example for you. So 7n minus 3 equals to 332. And you work out that 7n equals to 335. N equals to a fraction. So 335 divided by 7. I'll get 47 over 6 over 7. So n is now a fraction. So for this case, right, it will tell me that since n equals to this number here, 47 over 6 over 47 whole and 6 over 7, is not a whole number. That means that this particular number 332 is not a term in this sequence. Or you can say that 332 is not in this sequence. So this is how you show that whether a certain number is part of the sequence or not. So just by looking at the n alone, whether it gives you a whole number or a fractions or decimal, it can tell you whether this particular number that you equate to is part of the number sequence or not. So this is how you check for such type of questions. So anything if you don't understand or you need to clarify, please ask. Thank you.